Welcome, everyone. The Red Clay Consolidated School District is proud to bring you a very special graduation ceremony celebrating the James H. Groves Adult High School's class of 2020.
Good evening. It gives me great pleasure to welcome honored guests, students, parents, spouses, children, family, and friends of the James H. Groves class of 2020's first ever virtual graduation. Please stand as you can for the entrance of the students. Please remain standing as we will now say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am Kelly Tedrick, the principal of the school, and it is my true honor and pleasure to preside over this evening's graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. This is a very special evening for our high school graduates. We honor each of you for your accomplishments that you have made. This group of graduates has been an absolute pleasure to work with. They have overcome a global pandemic to be able to graduate high school today. Each graduate has completed each course and requirement to earn a State of Delaware high school diploma. Before we move forward with our celebration, I ask we be mindful for the global struggle due to COVID-19 and the current climate of civil unrest. May we all move forward as a community where we may be able to better understand one another and embrace our differences. Graduates, I'm happy to have gotten to know each of you and just be a little part of your educational process. We've had a lot of fun. We've had some excitement, maybe some stress like CEA 3 papers, but most importantly, you've worked hard and risen to the occasion and expectations which allow for you to be recognized today. At this time, I would like to thank community members who sent in videos and letters of encouragement for our graduates. We are honored for your participation. We would also like to thank the Red Clay Consolidated School District for its continued support, EdTV for filming and producing our graduation, and the Central Custodial Team for their assistance led by Kevin Fortune. Today you will hear remarks from the following dignitaries. Mr. Dorrell Green, Superintendent of the Red Clay Consolidated School District. Mrs. Maureen Whalen, Director of Adult and Prison Education Resources, Delaware Department of Education. Dr. Patrice Gilliam Johnson, Dean of Graduate, Adult, and Continuing Studies, Delaware State University. And Dr. Tawanda Bond, Director of Equity and Strategic Partnerships, Red Clay Consolidated School District. It is also my privilege to recognize our faculty and staff. On behalf of the class of 2020, thank you for your dedication and guidance you have provided to the students. Since March 16th, our staff has really rose to the occasion with keeping our school fully functioning, although remotely from our homes. Each teacher continued to hold classes via Zoom. They held office hours, they offered services, and engaged students who were still able to continue their education. We loaned out numerous Chromebooks, and we all got a crash course in Zoom. Now we continue to expand our horizons with our virtual graduation ceremony.
Hi, this is Governor John Carney. I wanted to take this time to address the entire class of 2020. Normally, I would be giving a graduation speech like this in a large venue like a football stadium, an auditorium, or a gymnasium. I know this is not the way many of you wanted your senior year to end, but I'm confident that the class of 2020 will be one of the most resilient graduating classes in the history of our state. No doubt we are experiencing a situation like no other in our state, across our country, and throughout the world. The changes to our routines and the disruption of our daily lives has not been easy, and we've had to make different memories than the ones we expected. The experiences and knowledge you've gained over the last 4 years will help you adjust to the new normal. You are armed with the skills you'll need to succeed as you continue your education or enter into the workforce. And more than ever, you're equipped with the ability to work through new challenges that you will encounter along the way. We've never needed more problem solvers and innovators than we do now, and I'm confident that the class of 2020 will rise to the occasion. Though we are celebrating this milestone virtually, let's not forget the importance of graduation. Your hard work and dedication have paid off as you make this important step into the next chapter of your lives. I look forward to seeing your continued success. I know we'll get through this difficult time and that you will help lead us to a stronger future. Congratulations to the class of 2020, and good luck to each and every one of you.
Delaware seniors, I am Secretary of Education Susan Bunting, and I want to congratulate you on earning your diplomas. I know this wasn't the senior year that you envisioned. Your families and communities are facing challenges. You may know someone who is ill or who has died because of COVID-19. You may know someone who has lost his or her job or is struggling to put food on the table because of lost income. Our nation and state are facing great losses right now. As serious as those challenges are, they don't trivialize your own disappointment. You have reason to feel upset about the missed spring sports season, musicals, concerts, and proms. You wanted to finish your senior year in the class with your teachers and your friends. You wanted to walk across the stage of Bob Carpenter Center or your high school stadium to receive your diploma and hear the well-deserved applause of the thousands that were there to cheer you on. You earned that. While your disappointment is real and you may briefly grieve for those lost plans, recognize that your class will be an historic one. The class of 2020 will be remembered not for what it couldn't have, but for what it overcame. Your leadership, creativity, and resilience will be long commended. As school buildings closed, you continued to remotely learn, either at your kitchen table or your home desk. This forced you to think differently, often work more independently, and manage your time in new ways. All of these are skills that will serve you well in college, the military, and in your career. Some of you balanced your own studies while supporting younger siblings. Some of you continued working part-time jobs, putting yourselves on the line in this crisis to benefit others. Some of you went to work to support our first responders, using your 3D printers to make face guards or sewing face coverings for those in need. Adults who don't know teens well often quickly judge your generation. During this crisis, the class of 2020 certainly has proven those stereotypes wrong. You have worked hard when it would have been easy to give up. You finished your studies, met your goals, and are now ready to support your families and communities in new ways. We need people like you right now. We need people who can move past their own disappointments to work hard, take risks, and persevere for the good of the community. Your school leaders are planning activities to mark your accomplishments this spring in ways that are safe for you and your families and give you the recognition that you, the members of the class of 2020, truly deserve. I am sincerely proud of each of you and emphasize that each of you is here for a special purpose. R. Buckminster Fuller once professed, and I quote, "Never forget that you are one of a kind, and never forget, no matter how overwhelming life's challenges and problems seem to be, that one person can make a difference in the world. In fact, it is always because of one person that all the changes that really matter in the world come about. So be that person." Seniors, you are a special class, one that none of us will ever forget. I reiterate my congratulations on your achievements to date, wish you the best in the future, and challenge you as you go out into the world to use your talents and resolve to dream big and make a difference.
It is my privilege now to introduce Mr. Darrell Green, Superintendent of the Red Clay Consolidated School District.
Hello, class of 2020. On behalf of the Red Clay Consolidated School District, members of the school board, district leadership, staff, and community, we want to say congratulations to the Groves class of 2020. As we celebrate this milestone in your lives in this unconventional manner, we want to thank you for the sacrifice that this class has had to make. You're graduating in the midst of a pandemic, but that doesn't stop the accomplishment or achievement and recognition that you deserve. I'll be brief in my remarks because, again, we're here to celebrate and recognize this milestone in your life's journey. I recently came across a quote by Robert Frost that states, "The best way out is through." We know that the Groves class of 2020 has been through, currently going through, and will continue to go through many challenges. But the grit and perseverance that you've demonstrated to reach this milestone in your lives is to be commended. The class of 2020 is associated with vision. Vision is a matter of perspective. As you've set and achieved your goals, just know that your vision comes from your heart. And the class of 2020 has captured our hearts. We thank you for this accomplishment. We know that your families are proud of you, your children are proud of you, and all that you've been able to overcome during this pandemic to achieve this goal, again, is noteworthy. Vision is the act of power which gives direction to our lives and to make our goals and dreams a reality. As stated, a vision is not the same as goals or objectives, however. Those come from the head, a vision comes from your heart. You are the class of heart. Class of 2020 has routinely demonstrated both through your efforts, through your employment, through your ups and downs, your trials and your tribulations, that you have the heart and determination to succeed. Continue as you move forward to allow your vision to drive you. Vision shows us where we're headed. Know where you're headed. Continue to live out your dreams and your goals and follow your true north. Vision provides us with motivation and inspires us. The class of 2020 has demonstrated that you are inspirational. As you've overcome the many obstacles in your lives to reach this point, continue to inspire others around you. Vision helps us make and move us forward through obstacles. Again, you've demonstrated that you can overcome the odds. You'll continue to make mistakes, you may continue to have setbacks, but continue to stay on your path to success. And finally, Vision provides focus. Remain focused. Surround yourselves around quality people who will continue to support you and allow you to live out your dreams. We're so proud of you, we elevate you, and we celebrate you. Congratulations, Groves Class of 2020.
Greetings, Class of 2020. I'm Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester, and I just wanted to lend my voice to the chorus of voices singing congratulations to you on such a huge accomplishment. You know, it's especially important in times like this when we see a lot of challenge in our country and in our world, to be able to look at you and see inspiration. And that's really what you are. And so for most people, graduation or a degree is a normal time to celebrate. And we appreciate getting that piece of paper. But for you, a degree means a lot more. And so we want to congratulate you on all of your hard work, because we know that this degree meant that you worked hard, that you worked extra time, that you put in all that you had to get across that finish line. And right now we need you more than ever, whether you're going into the military, whether you're going on to a job, whether you are just bettering yourself for your current job, and ultimately whether you are doing something for your family or your community or your state or your country. We say thank you, we say congratulations, and we salute you and wish you the best. Class of 2020, you rock.
Next, I would like to introduce Mrs. Maureen Whalen, Director of Adult and Prison Education Resources for the state of Delaware.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to bring to you congratulations from the Delaware Department of Education, from Dr. Susan Bunting, who is our Secretary of Education, and from Michael Rodriguez, who is our Associate Secretary in charge of Adult Education. Tonight is a momentous and unprecedented event. Tonight, the class of 2020 becomes the first James H. Groves graduating class ever to graduate virtually. Now, while this is an historic event, more importantly, we are here to honor each of the graduates as trailblazers. Each of these students were able to complete their educational journey in the midst of a global pandemic, an economic crisis, and protests around our national values. If there was ever a perfect storm in American history, this is that time. Yet Benjamin Franklin once said, out of adversity comes opportunity. Graduates, now more than ever, your skills, your boldness, your initiative, and your creativity are needed by your families, by your communities, and by the Delaware workplace. Your diploma that you're going to be receiving indicates that you have the skills to be able to be successful in the workplace. You have the skills that will make your employers competitive. You have that desire to learn more, to better yourself, and you have the capability to be able to get those skills and make them into reality. You have what it takes to become successful in an ever-changing economy. This diploma also serves as an inspiration, whether it's to your brothers and sisters, your cousins, your friends, your neighbors, or even your children. This diploma says that education has a value. While your families are very happy to have you get your diploma tonight, please don't forget that you are opening up the doors of opportunity for others in the future. And where you go, they will follow in your footsteps. Of course, they'll follow at 6 foot social distancing, but nonetheless, they will follow in your footsteps. You have become a role model. This diploma also proves that you have the courage not to let fear shape your future. Regardless of the reasons why you came to Groves, you did come, you started, and you completed all of your requirements. When folks told you you couldn't, you said, I can, I will, and tonight proves that you did. Now, please take this courage and bring it into the conversations with your families and your communities and make us all better for your courage. And lastly, this diploma proves that you have that all-enticing gift of being able to make dreams into reality. And there's nothing magic about it. You are able to plan, to work hard, to make mistakes, and to get back up and do it all over again. That gift of being able to see your goal and continue on to it, even in times of uncertainty, is a gift that will make you successful in the future. This is also a time that we want to say thank you to all of those folks who helped you get there tonight. So first, let me say thank you to your family and friends. We all know that education is a family affair, and without their support, some of you wouldn't be here. So my sincere appreciation to them and for all that they have done. We want to say thank you to the governor and to the legislators who fund the James H. Groves Adult High School and who believe in second chances and know the potential that you can bring to this state. And lastly, we want to say thank you to the Red Clay Adult Education Program, to your teachers, to your program administrators, to your staff, to your OASIS worker, and in particular to Kelly Tetrick, who supervises this program. These teachers and this staff stayed with you, even in uncertain times. They believed in you when you may have thought it was a little tough to believe in yourself, because they know your value and they understand your potential. So thank you to all of them. And in parting, let me just say, this may not have been the graduation you envisioned this time last year. But remember, you have the skills and the boldness and the initiative to create a new future, both for yourself and for your communities. So, congratulations, graduates. We are so very, very proud to have you as the 2020 class of the James H. Groves Adult High School. Congratulations and take care.
Hi to Principal Tetrick and all the graduates of James H. Groves Adult High School. Congratulations. This is an important milestone in your life. You've persevered through the pandemic. You've contributed to your own future. You've made a lasting difference. So as you march across the stage today and take the diploma, take a moment and be proud of yourselves. Be proud of what you've accomplished and be proud of the ways in which your future is brighter because of your hard work. To the faculty and staff at Groves, thank you for making this moment possible. And to all the loved ones, the family and friends and supporters of today's graduates, thank you for supporting them through this journey. To the graduating class of 2020, congratulations.
Our next speaker is Dr. Tawanda Bond, Director of Equity and Strategic Partnerships. Dr. Bond oversees many programs throughout the district, and this school year, Groves was added to one of these programs.
Today is one of those great occasions when we get to celebrate our young people, their achievements, their perseverance, and their success. It's one of the times we can take a break and reflect, feeling good knowing that all of our young people we care about are doing well and on the right path. To our Groves graduates, you should know that your parents, your children, your family members, your mentors, your teachers, we are all very proud of you today. There are great things coming, and you should be tremendously proud of the grit that you have displayed in achieving this moment. I ask that you take this chance to dedicate yourself to making the next year of your life be impactful. Remember that you don't have to follow the crowd. Do the right thing, even if no one is looking. So congratulations again to our Groves graduates, to our Groves teachers, And finally, our families and everyone else who helped make this day what it is. Dream big, be bold. As the visionary Apple CEO Steve Jobs always said, the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are usually the ones that do. Congratulations.
Matt Meyer, Newcastle County Executive, honored to speak with you to honor those graduates of 2020 of the James Grove Adult Learning Center. We are so excited that you have made it. It's a particular honor. In the past, I've attended Grove's graduations, and I love them because you're not just going through high school and making it. Many of you have come across bumps and barriers in your road, but you've endured. You've worked hard. You've done all that difficult math, taken the test to get through. You haven't just kind of sat back and gotten something that you wished. You had to go to work each day, go to school each day, and earn it. So hats off to you, hats off to the faculty and staff and all those who've worked through this very challenging time to make sure that these scholars are able to earn their high school diploma. We are so excited for what's next.
Next, I will read a few remarks to our graduates from our United States Senator, Mr. Tom Carper. Dear graduates, congratulations on your graduation from James H. Groves Adult High School. You have all persevered through your courses, and even though you were thrown a curveball at the very end of your school year, you made it. You have earned your high school diploma, and I am so proud of your hard work and dedication. Many times when I'm asked what it has led to me being elected treasurer, congressman, governor, and now U.S. Senator of our great state, I like to share the following rules for success. Number 1, work hard. Number 2, do what's right. Number 3, never give up. And number 4, treat other people the way you want to be treated. If you do these things, you will no doubt be successful, and people will line up around the corner to follow your lead. To the family and friends watching you with pride, this is a great day for you, and we should all celebrate our graduate success. God bless, and good luck to all of you. With best personal regards, I am sincerely yours, Thomas R. Carper, United States Senator. Site Coordinator Mr. Ronald Robinson will now introduce the commencement speaker.
Dr. Patrice Gilliam Johnson became the Dean of Graduate, Adult, and Continuing Studies at Delaware State University on January 11, 2018. Dr. Gilliam Johnson said the decision to seek the dean's position at DSU was a natural extension of her lifelong focus. She believes that college and career opportunities are keys to preparing both young and adult learners in a 21st century America. She is the product of an HBCU, historical Black college and university, and served as the Secretary of Labor in the state of Delaware from 2016 to 2018. Prior to serving as Secretary of Labor, Dr. Gilliam Johnson had a 12-year tenure at Wilmington University, where she began in 2004 as an associate professor of psychology, later rising to become regional chairperson of both the Organizational Dynamics undergraduate program and school psychology program. She earned her BS in psychology at Morgan State University and both an MA and PhD and industrial organizational psychology at the University of Maryland, College Park. She currently serves as the chairwoman of the Metropolitan Wilmington Urban League and president of the Gilliam Foundation. As DSU's graduate dean, Dr. Gilliam Johnson supervises the delivery of nearly 24 graduate programs, growing the DSU online portfolio of both graduate and undergraduate majors, expanding adult and continuing education offerings to support continued career and personal growth, and developing new public-private partnerships across Delaware. She is based at DSU at Wilmington on Kirkwood Highway and is a senior leader at the Newcastle County location. It is indeed my pleasure to present to you at this time Dr. Patrice Gilliam Johnson.
Good evening. It is a great honor to be with you on the day of your graduation. and I bring congratulatory greetings from the president of Delaware State University, Dr. Tony Allen, and from the provost, Dr. Sandra DeLauder. As the Dean of Graduate, Adult, and Extended Studies for Delaware State University, I am in charge of adult continuing education. So I am energized every day when I see people taking advantage of education opportunities. What my current job description doesn't say about me, however, is that through almost 50 years of working in education, my deepest commitment and pride comes from working with adults who have chosen to return to school in spite of numerous obstacles they have had to overcome to obtain the diploma like you have today. Over the years, I've worked with individuals who have had any number of reasons for leaving school before completing it. They have had to face such issues as addiction, loss, lack of family support, unplanned pregnancy, immaturity, financial difficulties, the inability to speak and or understand English, lack of motivation, low academic performance, the need to contribute to the household and other economic stresses, and the list goes on and on. I'm sure that you may find your own reasons in that list somewhere. The most important thing here, though, is not what stopped you, but what got you going again. As the saying goes, falling down is an accident, staying down is a choice. We're here celebrating with you because you chose not to stay down. You chose to let those obstacles, such as boundaries and roadblocks, act as motivators. Instead of using the conditions of your life to ask the question, why me? You looked them squarely in the eye and declared, try me. And that's reason to celebrate. I'm sure you know the statistics, but bear with me here for a moment. According to the Department of Education data, there are 29 million adults in the United States who don't have a high school diploma. Further, people who graduate from high school earn $568,000 more in a lifetime than people who don't graduate, as reported by the Social Security Administration. Additionally, the employment landscape has changed over the years. Employers want to offer jobs to those who have attained a diploma. It says something about their determination, perseverance, and spunk. Even jobs like heavy equipment operator, auto mechanic, etc., often require a high school diploma. Your hard work, resiliency, and fortitude in the face of life's obstacles have not only increased your earning power, but they set you apart from others. You've heard the saying that actions speak louder than words. As a result of your deciding to return as an adult to get your diploma, you are delivering a powerful message to those around you. And for those of you who have kids, it's even more of a powerful message about the importance of education, goals, self-respect, perseverance, and follow-through. Getting your diploma says to those around you that what you put in is what you get out, that it's never too late, and that through dedication, commitment, and energy, you can make it happen. I applaud you on your accomplishment today. Your graduation here increases your chances of keeping your head above the poverty line and leading a better quality of life for you and your family. In front of me, I see future doctors, lawyers, community leaders, and educators. Keep the momentum of your success going. Look for the next challenge, the next opportunity, the next hurdle that can move you further towards success. You have options and you are winners. I would be remiss if I didn't share with you that Delaware State University is one of your options. We work hard to turn success into greater success. We are the most diverse, contemporary, historically Black university in the state of Delaware, and we pride ourselves in educating first-generation college students and adult learners. So, as you explore where you go from here, please consider Delaware State University. Our doors are open, and in keeping with that brief plug, the Delaware State University president, Dr. Tony Allen, is offering a scholarship to one of you graduating today. It will be up to the administrators here at Grove to make the determination as to who is to receive the scholarship. So, the rest is up to you and them. In closing, let me leave you with this poem called Finding a Will When You Want to Quit by Tyquan Norwood, and it goes like this. Times will get rough and sometimes tough, where you may say that you've had enough, where you may fall and need a lift, where the hurt of your pains may leave you stiff. When all things may seem to go wrong, just pick up some faith and carry on, because you may never know how close you've come to be to reach the throne of victory. There has been some time that passed that many thought they could not last, but with a mighty blow they've come to see that they had made history. When you may feel that there is nothing that you can do, here is something that you can refer to. As some people say, where there is a will, there is a way. With this being said, I feel a brighter day, one without hurt, one without sorrow, one with a brighter tomorrow. So, in the fight you may get knocked down, but get back up without a frown. Because it's when your heart is hit that you must say that you will not quit. So push on harder and hear me when I say, where there is a will, there is a way. Congratulations for staying the course and on your success today. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of this occasion. Be well.
On behalf of the graduating class of 2020, thank you for such an inspiring message of hope and optimism. I present you this award as the commencement speaker for the 56th Groves Commencement.
I am delighted to offer my sincerest congratulations to the James H. Groves High School Class of 2020. It took hard work, courage, and sacrifice to achieve your high school diploma. Your perseverance during the challenges faced by the COVID-19 pandemic showed your strength and commitment to reaching your goal. You have earned your diploma despite overwhelming circumstances, and I applaud your dedication and persistence. You never gave up the dream of becoming a high school graduate. I hope this milestone offers you renewed hope for a promising future. A graduation ceremony is a wonderful experience, but it's not the only measure of success. Your educational achievement is what matters most. And although we are unable to celebrate and honor you in person, virtual congratulations are just as meaningful. As you go forward, remember to speak up against injustice, respect differences, and choose love over hate. I wish you a future filled with joy, love, and success. This is just the beginning. Best wishes in your future endeavors. Again, congratulations, class of 2020. I am so proud of you.
Graduates, this just in. I just got an email from Dr. Laverne T. Harmon, the president of Wilmington University, and she is giving 2 graduates a full ride scholarship to Wilmington University. So not only do we have a scholarship from Delaware State University that Dr. Patrice Gilliam Johnson awarded us earlier in the ceremony, we also have 2 more from Wilmington University. Graduates, that means we have 3 full ride scholarships to award 3 of our graduates. This is amazing. We are so excited about this. So graduates, be watching your email tomorrow because I'm going to be sending out the applications, and we're going to start the process to select the 3 people to get to go to college for free. So we're so proud of you, and thank you to the community, Wilmington University and Dell State University, for their generosity to Groves and our graduates. It is just absolutely overwhelming and mind-blowing. Thank you again.
Teacher of the Year. Mark Twain said it best: life does not consist mainly or even largely of facts and happenings. It consists mainly of the storm of thought that is forever flowing through one's head. I present the Teacher of the Year award for 2020 to Ms. Joanne Schaefer for outstanding dedication to students and constant striving for innovative teaching strategies. The following students have embraced the cliche that hard work pays off. The valedictorian for the class of 2020 is William Thomas. The salutatorian for the class of 2020 is Alexis Reese. Congratulations for a job well done. I now call to the podium Mrs. Welling, who will present the OASIS Awards.
It's my pleasure now to award the following scholarships. Please know that in the coming years, about 65% of all the jobs in this state are going to require post-secondary education, either in terms of vocational skills and/or educational skills such as a bachelor's or an associate's. So these students have shown that they do want to be able to go on to post-secondary education, and we are very happy to be able to help them in a small way. The State Director of Adult Education Scholarship is established to help those students who wish to pursue post-secondary education. This year, the winner of that scholarship in the amount of $200 is Jalen Morales Chavez.
Congratulations, Jaylene. You did it. We're proud of you. Say love you.
Love you.
The OASIS Scholarship is established for those students who also want to pursue post-secondary education. This scholarship is in the amount of $200, and the recipient of this scholarship for 2020 is Mariana Lopez Perez. My congratulations to both of these students and my appreciation for all of the hard work that they have done over the past years, and I wish them great success in the future.
Each year, the Grove staff and I give special awards to select graduates. The first of the 2 awards presented today is the Mission Possible Award. The student who received this award had several credits to complete, including his CEA 3 certificate. This student by far was the most diligent, prepared, and responsive student of them all. His teacher, Mr. Griffiths, said that Jordan worked hard every day with grace, silence, and a slight smile. Mrs. Finno worked with Jordan on his CEA 3 paper. She said he was respectful and was thankful for any help that she gave him. She said he persevered no matter how frustrating the process was, almost as if saying, "Bring it on, I'll get it done." After our last day of classes on March 12th, this student was one of the first students to complete his courses remotely. He, like many others, completed his CEA 3 paper remotely and never lost sight of his graduation. The recipient, if he chooses to accept it, of the Mission Possible Award is Mr. Jordan Brown. In the fall of 2014, I started as principal of the Red Clay Center. The recipient of this award was here as a student to welcome me, because sometimes life has its ups and downs, and most years the student would return to school, and usually due to her schedule, she was not able to finish her coursework. However, she came back this school year, and she was ready, and she was focused. Alexis was on point, and she was determined. Alexis has been accepted into the Wilmington Year Up program, where we know she will grow and excel. This award shows that no matter the roads we travel, Groves will be here when you are ready and able to finish your high school diploma. The recipient of the Road Less Traveled Award is Miss Alexis Reese. Our final speaker today is our valedictorian for the class of 2020, William Thomas. Each day, Will came through the doors of our school. He was a light to us all. He and I bonded over our love of arts and pop culture. In March of last year, I was sitting at a table with Will. We were probably talking about Prince or Freddie Mercury or something, and I shared with him that I was nervous about an upcoming solo that I had to sing and a surgery that I had coming up later in the month. Will looked at me in the eye and he said, "Miss Tetrick, if you don't try different things, then how are you going to grow?" I looked back at him and I said, "Will, I needed to hear this from you. I faced those things, and like our graduates faced the fears of the global pandemic, and yet they persevered and accomplished their goals." Here are a few remarks from your valedictorian, William Thomas.
Hello, fellow graduates of the class of 2020. I have to say this is a bit unconventional, and I think I can speak for everyone watching when I say this is not what we had planned in our minds. However, for a lot of us, our paths were unconventional to begin with. There has been a lot of talk in the media lately about the need to wear masks because of the global pandemic. What many people don't know is that many of us have worn proverbial masks long before this pandemic ever began. They were masks of self-doubt, insecurities, fear of failure, and fear that we were not good enough. We ventured into a journey that many of us, including myself, probably thought we would never finish. However, as we sit here today and celebrate this enormous accomplishment, we must remember that we conquered those fears and no longer need those masks. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Ms. Tetrick and all of the staff at Groves, as well as all of our families and friends for all of their love and support. We couldn't have made it here without all of you. On a personal note, I would like to say to my mother, your Will Bear did it. To my grandparents, your baby boy did it. And to my cats, Curtis and Cheese Whiz, Daddy did it. Finally, to my fellow graduates, I am proud to be amongst you. I can't wait to see what incredible things we do in this world. So thank you, I love you, I salute you. Congratulations, class of 2020.
I would just like to take this opportunity to congratulate each and every single one of you. We have some students who come to Groves kicking and screaming. Yes, Andrea Burris, I'm referring to you. Our first conversation, you were so discouraged, but you didn't give in to the discouragement. You continued and you persevered and you got there. And you're not alone. There's so many just like you. Then there are others, like Jordan Brown, who have a checklist and are just, give me the checklist, what do I need to do, get it done, and you get it done in an amazing amount of time and without any complaining. Then there are those who are so close, you can like touch the finish line and you're ready to give up because it's so hard. That CEA 3 paper discourages a lot of students. And Jerry Toston, you got close and you were ready to give up, but you didn't. And now you have a high school diploma. And then there are students who come with a friend, Alexis Reese and Keith Exum. You guys came together, and with encouraging one another and persevering together and not letting the other one give up, you both now are high school graduates. So I am so proud of each of you, and I'm proud of all of our graduates. You are amazing, and you are getting ready for amazing things, and I just want to say congratulations.
And now, for the part of the program we've all been waiting for, the roll call of the graduates. Normally, our graduates would now line up on stage, their names would be called, they would receive their diplomas and shake the hands of the dignitaries. Today we will call each graduate's name and they will be celebrating with their families at home. And guys, the diplomas will be mailed out tomorrow. On behalf of the administration, the faculty, and the power vested in me by the State of Delaware and the Board of Education, I attest to and certify that the students presented before us today have all met the requirements to receive a State of Delaware high school diploma. Groves Coordinator, Mr. Christian Meredith, will now call the names of each graduate.
Thank you, Ms. Tetrick. Valedictorian, William Thomas. Salutatorian, Alex Morgan Reese. Cesar Javier Amaya Mejia. Marquise Bell. Twanique Wilma Benson. Harry Brumall. Jordan Brown. Andrea Jarquise Burris. Jalen Chavez Morales. Beatrice Esquivel Escobar. Keith Raquan Exum. Mamayen Fofana. Nasser George. Iva Gutierrez. Gregory Allen Hodson. Lydia Brandy Johnson. Shaheem Lathan Purnell. Mariana Lopez Perez. Sol Mary Lopez Feliciano. Alganon Mohammed. Daniel Salas Juarez. Almanta Smith. Nicholas David Stewart. Garnett D. Taylor. Jerry A. Toston III. Leasia Teren Shire Usher. Mustafa D. Westcott.
A long-standing tradition to signify graduation is the turning of the tassel from the right to the left on the graduate's mortarboard. To make all of this official, the graduates will now turn their tassels. When each of our graduates set out to finish high school, I'm sure none of them imagined they would earn their high school diploma remotely from home or have a virtual graduation. It just goes to show that nothing turns out the way we planned it, but nothing can take away from your special day and the fact that you completed your goal. Poet Kim Stafford wrote a series of poems called Pandemic Poems. She best captured what it was like for all of us working and living during the unprecedented stress of a global pandemic. She writes, "Dandelion and sassy yellow scoffs at concrete. See to crack and thrive. You gotta dig down deep and rise. Knocked flat, laid low, scrawny kid holds a secret the bully doesn't know. I'm gonna grow. Salt sea struck a bargain with the moon. Draw back, go slack, ebb deep if you want to rise. Tiny virus wears the crown. Pandemic thinks it's got us down. We too will rise. In the past month, I think we can confidently say we have all had our ups and downs. Some potential grads weren't able to be here with us today. Their day will come. But for these 27 graduates, today is your day. You were that dandelion, scoffing and still growing. If you felt knocked flat, you found a way to grow. If you felt like you were drowning, you swam to the top, and when things got you down these past few months, you too did rise so that you could be celebrated today as a high school graduate. It has been important to me and your teachers to have just been a small part of helping you to fulfill your dreams. Please go forward with your lives, and when you lose sight of things, remember us, remember this poem, remember when things get hard, you too will rise. We will miss you here at Groves. You will always have a home with us. I hereby declare each of you graduates of the James H. Groves Adult High School. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the James H. Groves Adult High School Class of 2020.